You can only control what you can control. Do you get stressed about the things that you can't control? If I were to make a list of the things that you cannot control and the things that you can control, and look at the difference between the two, how stressed would you get? Let's look at the things that you cannot control. So, first of all, how about sketchy Wi-Fi? What would your response to that be? Well, the only way that you can really control that is by getting a new carrier or provider, or by using data. How about rude neighbors? The only way you can control that is by your response to them. How about if you play sports and your teammates aren't really putting in a lot of effort at practice or at a game? Well, the only way you can respond to that is by putting in a lot of effort yourself. Or what if your teammates is in a really bad mood? How can you respond to that? Well, you can just respond with a positive attitude yourself, maybe just by not reacting to their mood. What about gloomy weather? Well, the only way you can respond to that is by dressing appropriately for it, because you have absolutely no control over the weather. Once we realize that the only thing we can truly control is ourselves, with our attitude and our effort, we'll be a lot more stress-free. So now I want you to make a list. Pull out a pen and paper, and on your list, I want you to have the things that I cannot control, the things that I can control, an action plan, and a deadline. So, under the things that I cannot control, let's have an example. People around me say that I'm fat. Can you control that? Not at all. You can't worry about what others think, unfortunately. It hurts, but you cannot worry about what others think. What you can do is assess why others are saying this. So, something that you can control is look at what is going on. Well, I've gained 10 pounds in the last 2 months. So an action item or an action plan is looking at a nutrition and training program that you could do in order to lose 10 pounds in 3 months. So let's look at developing a plan. Well, you could do some cardio at the gym on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. You could do weights at the gym on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you could see a dietitian next Tuesday at 3 and then follow her diet plan. Perfect. Now let's set a deadline. You will lose 10 pounds in 3 months, and we'll set a deadline of May 30th, 2017. Wonderful. One of the traits of positive people is that they will not stress about the things that they cannot control, but they will definitely look at controlling those things and setting deadlines and action plans and ensuring that they can control the things that are within their control. So stress stems from a feeling that you can't control. And there are so many things that are within our control that we don't think are until we really look at it and write it down. So right now, what are some things that you can control? Well, you can control how many times you smile in a day. You can control how many times you say thank you today. You can control whether or not you're having positive or negative thoughts, or whether or not you give someone the benefit of the doubt. So why are you worrying about what others think of you? Because you can't control that. So don't be consumed by it. And don't worry about conversations that you aren't a part of, because those are other things that you also cannot control. Also, don't stress about future decisions, because those are in the future. Those are also beyond your control right now. And don't get consumed with other people's behavior, because you can only control yourself. So focus on things you control and remain positive and confident so that you can move forward. You don't want to be moving backwards. And if you can't change or control it, consider that it's not a problem, because all problems have solutions. So you can only control what you control.